Year by year, summer by summer, through every failure, success, and surprise, we did it together. And now, as we prepare to enter the fleet, the Coast Guard is changing too. Force Design 2028 marks the most significant shift in a century. But I'm not worried because I know exactly who is stepping up to that challenge. Our class, and our motto says it best: for others, we fight. We have already proven that motto together. We're resilient, we're united, and we're ready to fight for what matters most. Our first fight, it started on a humid 85-degree day in New London in 2021. We arrived as strangers. Some of us excited, some of us scared, and some of us with hair that never grew back. We're looking at you, Grace and Irwin. We were reported under normal conditions until COVID turned in what felt like just 24 hours. Suddenly we were gasping for air in the masks during one of the hottest summers Connecticut had ever seen. Yet, those same masks that were meant to isolate us became the first hurdle that we cleared together. We were all just trying to learn the basic military protocols. For some of us, that was definitely more necessary than others. Ethan Lasher, I hope you now know that Vermont is in fact a state in the US and on the East Coast. And Jack Davidson, that you can finally tell your left foot from your right. But in the heat, in the fear, in the madness of swab summer, we didn't just endure. We forged a bond that nothing could break. Babe Ruth once said, "You just can't beat the person who never gives up." And if there is one thing that defines the class of 2025, it's this: we never gave up on ourselves or on each other. After that summer came our academic war zone. We pulled plenty of all-nighters in Mac Hall, fueled by group chats, stress, and more energy drinks than anyone should probably consume, but we got it done. Some of us in impressive ways. Jack Steele, he managed to fall asleep in the middle of cracking open an energy drink, then wake up from REM sleep just in time to answer a question correctly. That was actually unreal. After that school year, we thought we'd earned a break and said we boarded Coast Guard cutter Eagle. Warship might be a stretch, but based on what we endured, that came pretty close to accurate. We were told we'd sail to South America, maybe even Brazil, but instead we got the Atlantic coast, a broken generator, and the kind of humidity that makes you question your life decisions. Seasickness hit hard. We all ignored the bolded line on the seasickness patches that said, "Do not touch eyes after applying." After a few hours, our eyes were so dilated, I'm not sure we could tell the difference between a kayak and an oil tanker. Not our finest moment, but together we fought through the discomfort and the delirium, and we found moments that made it all worth the sacrifice. Watching the stars stretch across the open ocean, jumping into the Gulf of America, learning to navigate by the stars and with each other. And just when we thought we caught our breath, another challenge came our way. Second class cadre summer. COVID's ripple effects, they were real. And while the class of 2024 bore the brunt, we carried the aftermath. We trained swabs who had missed years of structure. We didn't just yell. We led with grace. We adapted. We guided them. And we lifted that class because we refused to let them fall. That same spirit showed up everywhere. Militarily, we made history, amending policies to improve cadet life, led by Mary Murgott, whose heart-driven leadership reminded us it is not about recognition, it's about the people. Musically, Joe Church kept us in rhythm, while Garrett Bragg and his cover band called Spit somehow managed to unite our class under one roof and sell out an entire venue. Athletically, Chase Randall became a national champion in wrestling, Colin Twist in swimming, and Grace Flynn, she took on the nearly impossible task of competing in all 3 sports seasons, and she not only rose to that occasion, she dominated. These weren't just wins. They were proof of what's possible for all of us when we push our limits and we believe in each other. But let's be honest, sometimes together we fight took on a different meaning. We fought in friendships. We fought over who got the better side of the room. We fought over poorly divided group projects. And yes, even in love. But we always found our way back. And that kind of unity, it's rare. And it's why we will be unstoppable in the fleet. And while we faced battles together as a class, each of us was also fighting something individually. And yet, despite it all, we showed up because we each had a reason. For me, my mom who battled cancer and taught me what courage looks like. My dad who worked 4 jobs to make sure we never went without. My 2 brothers who looked out for me before I ever wore a uniform. Class of 2025, take a moment and look back. The people sitting there are the reason many of us made it to this stage. To those who answered our calls, supported us in the doubt, and reminded us of our worth. Thank you. Behind every cadet's story is a quiet armada of support. And now I leave you with this. Doubt has 5 letters, but so does faith. Failure has 7 letters, but so does courage. And loss has 4 letters, but so does home. And a home is what we built here together. And now, even as we scatter across our beautiful country and operate in increasingly contested waters, we are still one family. Congratulations, class of 2025. We started together, we failed together, we grew together, and together we will continue to fight. Thank you. It is now my privilege to introduce the Acting Commandant of the Coast Guard, Admiral Kevin E. Lunde.
Okay, that's going to be a tough set of remarks to follow. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. What an amazing Coast Guard day. Secretary Noel,